The Less You Know is a comedy news podcast. Listen as your hosts turn headlines into punchlines. This podcast contains adult humor and language, so it's not for the faint of heart, nor the faint of age. Seriously, folks, if you faint on us, that's on you.
Hi, and welcome to The Less You Know, a podcast that's like SNL's Weekend Update, but not as funny. I'm one of your hosts, Brandon Chapstick Babcock.
I'm Andre. I forgot to think of a name, Lil Mills.
And I'm your shitty anime antagonist, Alfred Coleman.
Why shitty? You aren't going to defeat the hero in the end?
I'm the antagonist, so it's kind of like I appear, and when I do appear, it's just like, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna cause havoc, I'm a villain, shit! And then I run away, and they're like, he never really does anything, he pops up, he screams at us, and then leaves, so...
And then just leaves.
It's like My Hero Academia, but it's like My Villain Academia. I'm like the purple dude that everybody fucking hates.
You're the purple dude.
Great
that purple dude's great.
Yeah, I hate him.
But this is an anime watch. So let's not get too into our anime opinions.
It's all good.
But yeah, do we have any local news?
Well, before that, we should finish our Would You Rather from last episode.
Oh,
true. I'm sure everyone's on the edge of their seats. I mean, probably not. No one probably was like,
Wow, way to die it down, Andre.
It's really good for your core to be on the edge of your seat for that long.
Yeah, I mean, someone's probably like, "Oh God," and then the podcast ends. They're like,
No.
All right, it was. If you guys remember, it was Would you rather all your fingers are dicks or your dick is just a finger? I assume it'd be finger size.
Right. Or it'd be finger size, but they'd all be working dicks. So what I'm going to say is this I think sets a record for easiest would you rather ever. For me at least. I would have 10 dicks. Come on, y'all.
I gotta disagree. Let me add. Here's why. So you already do enough protecting your Peepus Beebus or whatever. And you're already protecting it when it gets hurt, and it's already super sensitive. Mm-hmm. So, basically having 10 super sensitive ass glands on my fingers that would experience the same pain as if it would happen to my actual dick, and I'm actually touching stuff, and then I'm, like, picking up things, and I could, like, catch whatever through my 10 dicks, and then whatever happens to that dick is just on my hands. I'd rather keep it a secret that I have finger dick than have...
Finger dick.
Yeah, than 10 dicks for fingers. Plus, if I get a little rowdy and I'm trying to eat my sorbet, my filet mignon, and it becomes a nutmeg mignon, I can no longer eat it.
That's a good point.
You don't want to cum all over your food?
I'd rather not. I'd rather not have I have a 10 dick surrounding session around my chicken platter.
I have a question.
What?
Yeah.
What would you do with your finger dick?
Nothing.
Why would you want a finger for your penis?
Okay, so number one, the finger would never like. Hold on, let me think. Yeah, so the finger would never be revealed for one. If that's the case, because then I'd become a freaking agent.
Wait. So in a relationship, would you just never reveal? Would you just like?
I would tell them, whoever it was, and I'd go, this is why we cannot have sex unless you're really into that. Since it would technically still be fingering, but it would be, pelvically.
That's true.
Well, you'd have to without being graphic, you have to really get in there because it's me normal finger size, so it's not like you're going to have a good length.
Oh, I thought the finger would be dick size, no. Huge
it's just,
nail.
It's a finger.
Well, not a huge nail, but
it's a finger. So you want to finger someone's fine. You just gotta really angle yourself.
It's just, it's like it's already enough that if you have 10 dicks for fingers, like if you're trying to please yourself, is that a fraud session with just 10 of them? Like all of them? No, you can't do that. And I would be too scared to touch anything. I would wear gloves all the times because I'm pretty sure if I go to the garden shop and he's like, oh my God, look at his penis hands. He's trying to touch the I'm like, I'm sorry, I just wanted flowers. I gotta go. I don't want that. I don't want it all.
Well, I guess wearing gloves on your penis fingers would be kind of like wearing a condom.
That's true.
And as long as you don't get them, like, aroused, I guess you won't have to fill it up.
And then you can't bend your fingers, because then it'll hurt.
Can you? Do they work like... I guess they wouldn't... I guess you just...
Yeah, wait.
Your fingers would extend and retract, wouldn't they?
What?
Like a penis.
Yeah, no. And that's completely calculated in my answer.
Okay. It was just something it's just something that dawned on for me.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you still have to choose, Andre.
What do you think,
feeling?
Andre? What would you want to do?
I guess dicks for fingers because because you'd be the like. Well, here's the thing: you'd have your normal dick still, which is the bigger one, and then you'd have fingers that also give the sensation of your big one.
All right. So
then you're all range for foreplay, and well, it's all still sex, I guess. Fingering's foreplay, right?
Sure. I mean,
it's kind of like in the middle.
I just want to say
that's a Malcolm in the middle, a Dickle in the middle.
When both of y'all fall on a rainy day and you catch yourself with your hands and you got mud dick fingers and then you end up getting a disease, that is on you.
Me and Brandon are wearing our dick gloves. We ain't gonna get
wearing our dick gloves 24/7.
Yeah.
You best believe these things are padded.
Going into the bedroom.
It'd make it harder to draw because if one of them retracts, it's just like, well, that finger's done for the day.
Well, here's the thing, and I don't think you thought about this.
What?
I ain't ever drawing again with all these dick fingers.
That's
let
true.
me break this down. Even if, and I'm telling you, this is gonna be my life 24/7. I'm going to be aroused. I want all these babies hard so I can pick up a water bottle, so I can hug my loved ones. They won't appreciate it, but I mean,
I'll be like, Brandon, I love you. You're my son, but please do not hug me with your dick.
Yes. You won't appreciate it, but I need a return to normality because my life will never be the same. I am going to have millions of fans. Do you know how many weird fetishes that this probably, like, completes? Not to say that they're weird, but, like, I don't know about them. I'm just guessing, which makes them foreign. But now they're going to be my entire lifestyle. And I'm going to have to get involved in this because, like, I want, like I said, arousal 24/7, so I'm gonna be like burning through fetishes left and right. Like, oh, today impreg, tomorrow, well, impreg's kind of boring. How about vore?
Well,
and so on and so forth.
Well,
forever.
Well, Alfred made a whole song about vore.
Oh my god,
a whole song, and we'll put it at the end of the podcast for you guys to listen to.
That's a good idea. A little tie-in for you guys.
Dan Harmon already is gonna hate me enough, and now you're advertising his hatred towards me.
Well, now you guys all know it's a vore about Dan Harmon.
Yeah, so fans of vore and fans of Dan Harmon, stay around to the end.
Sorry.
It's a nice vore is what he's trying to say. One for the kids, one for the ages. A modern classic.
All right. So we've decided. Are we gonna get to our local news?
Real quick, real fast. There's another podcast that does this. I'm not trying to bite their bit, but the right answer was a finger dick. Want to know why? Because all of these dick fingers come with testicles, and that's nasty. I don't want that many sets of testicles.
And you was in the wrong.
Ooh, it'd be nasty. They would squish in the finger gloves. I'm done. Let's do some local news.
Also, Nicole wasn't able to join us on this episode, so
yes,
rip.
It's very
peace be with her. Rip.
Also rip.
Rip.
Rest in peace.
Rippity doo dah rippity. So you wanted to do your thing?
Local news.
All right.
What's my thing?
All right. Do you want to go first?
My thing's local news. Hey, so last week I was hanging out, having a good time, as, occasionally 28-year-olds do. And suddenly there was a 12-year-old that it was in my care to protect and to entertain mostly because 12-year-olds love YouTube, but apparently don't know what they're up to because they're 12. And that makes a lot of sense. And so this 12-year-old was taking me through YouTube. and this YouTube was telling me all sorts of stuff about things 12-year-olds would care about. And one thing I forgot about 12-year-olds is that they also care about Hold on, I got to make sure.
Okay, listen, hold on. It's time to...
Okay, there's no narcs here.
We gotta lock the doors. Lock the doors. Shut the windows.
Lock the doors.
My door doesn't lock, I'm sorry.
No, you have to lock that. You better lean your body on it.
Just put your body against it as tightly as possible.
I bought those non-lock doors.
Why would you?
They were much cheaper.
Those are all the rage.
They were much cheaper. This guy came to my door and he's like, hey,
listen,
do you want to get door insurance? And I was like, hell yeah. He's like, then just buy no knob doors and I'll cover you.
A door-to-door...
Doors.
Lockingless door salesman. Yeah, it's
a door-to-door door knobless salesman.
Wait, hold on. Knock, knock, knock.
Hello?
Hi. This door is shit.
This is terrible.
Rude.
But listen, you're in a safe space. You can tell us now. You're good.
Mm-hmm. Here's my catalog of doors. Yeah, that's the end of that. So yeah, this 12-year-old interested in the. I think we're safe.
Okay.
Birds and the bees.
What?
And so
wait,
this 12-year-old
is it like your cousin?
The
Jesus Christ. I wanted you to do it softer, but you went the complete opposite. Good
Brandon.
So this boy asked me, because he's heard a couple of popular rap songs, the word head as a verb, and he's like, so what's that about? And I'm like, ooh. And so this 12-year-old asked about the head. And I'm like, okay, yeah, so head is basically... And then I was like looking at a 12-year-old, and I'm like, I cannot tell him. I cannot tell this 12-year-old. And then he kind of guessed it. He was just like, so it's like when and then someone's head. I'm like, yes, 1,000 times yes. What do you want to watch on YouTube? And that was my local news. Oh, I bailed so hard on that. It was so scary. Man. I don't know how people are older brothers or parents even.
Oh, gosh.
I would never want to have a kid. I mean, I don't plan on having kids. One, because of my profession, and
sure,
like the jobs just come and end, and it's not super stable. It's stable for me, maybe, and maybe someone I would marry in the future. But dual income's great. I would never want a kid, and I don't want a kid now because I grew up with the internet and free access porn and YouTube.
Okay, actually, not to bring it back to my local news.
Oh, it's fine. We're still talking about it.
Not to throw this kid's biz on blast. He was telling me about Xbox Live, and I guess if you have a gold account, you can just contact and send people links and stuff. And so he was playing some shooting game or something, because kids are violent nowadays. And
I'm violent as an adult.
Same. And so, like, this older boy, I think he was in high school, ended up sending... And so I was basically this kid's confidant for the weekend. I was his therapist, basically. Because this kid was unloading on me. He was like, yeah, and the 16-year-old boy from high school over Xbox Live was like, hey, here's a video of me fucking my girlfriend. And I was like, And then he was like, yeah. And then, like, he sent the link to, where the word starts with a P. I'm like, I know. Jesus. And apparently he watched it for like 2 seconds and turned it off. And he's like, oh, it's so weird. I'm like, yep, weird. Yep. So what else is on YouTube? Because that's how I'm going to parent in the future. YouTube's going to raise my children.
Yeah, I mean, it's doing it for a lot of kids. There's all those, like, kid channels. And if a kid doesn't realize they're on a kid channel...
Please don't let your kids watch those, like, freaky, weird toy channels. Because guess what? Whenever they get in the related, it gets weird. Because it goes from Elmo teaches you ABCs to Elsa gets pregnant by Spider-Man and Joker slaps my asshole for 3 hours straight. And it's like one of those videos, and it gets weirder and weirder, which is why I'm like, so my kid... In fact, I thought it was the funniest of it. So our kids, or even the kids before, were like, nobody should be watching SpongeBob because that's going to, like, mess up our kids. But they can watch Elsa poops on a toilet and then steps on it and then runs outside and smacks the shit out of Spider-Man.
There's also one where Elsa gives birth, and then it's like YouTube doesn't even take these down, but they'll take down, like, really weird stuff that's not that bad. Someone will be like, I'm making cotton candy, but I'm going to say that it's like, I don't know, communism cotton candy.
I'm making some
and then it'll just get taken down because they'll go controversial. Even if they just call it that and then don't talk about anything else. And then if it's like Elsa giving birth and it looks really graphic and kind of sexual, and then they're just going like they murmur, they don't even talk. They're
just like, whoa,
right.
What is that? And it's like
I've seen one of those videos.
Weird to see. Like I hate
those trolls were kissing.
Like I hate it so much, and they'll get billions of views, and that's how they get their money, and that's all they care about, which is why it doesn't make any sense half of the time when it happens.
They're like, just let's give me a little peck.
Yeah. This is a good time to say that this week's episode was brought to you by YouTube.
YouTube doesn't need sponsors.
For those of you who have not heard of it.
I've never seen a YouTube ad anywhere.
Because they don't have to.
They don't gotta.
They're like, if they did, they'd be like, they would just start with a white screen and a guy walks up that you don't know and he's like, you know who we are, and then he walks away. And you're like, that's YouTube. I know it has to be. It was like a YouTube video. Like,
imagine if like Nintendo did that. Like Reggie just walks on stage, you just hear the echoing of his footsteps in this white voice. He just goes, "You know who we are," and walks off. And then the Nintendo Switch pops up, and you just hear the like that echo like snap.
That's a pretty good snap.
Oh yeah. Honestly, I'd be down.
I'd be like, wow, Nintendo got pretty forceful.
All right, do you want to go next with yours? Or
sure.
All right.
Here's my local news. Your boy Alfred almost died.
Ooh,
basically, like, and not even joking wise, like actually almost died. So
Rip.
A while back, or a few days ago, I had a job interview to go to for a position that may have done with storyboarding or doing animax for stuff.
Whoop.
And my roommate Andre called me a lift to come pick me up, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll just take this lift. I should have known something was up because there was some dents in his car, so I could tell that he was just bumping into people. And I'm like, you know what? I don't mind it at all. So he greets me, says what's up, and then nothing else. And
Alfred, one real quick second, not to cut you off, but not all dents. Hashtag not all dents.
You're right, Dentgate.
Go on,
Dentgate.
Okay. But, so we start driving, and the minute we turn around the corner at Andre's house, this dude's, like, drinking this big gulp. And, like, every time he drinks, I guess he just loses vision, because we almost hit, like, 15 motherfucking cars. So, we're driving down the road, and then we get on the freeway, and I'm like, you're driving like you have 5 stars in GTA 5, because we have almost hit so many cars. You're not turning on your blinker when you're going over into these lanes. You're just cutting in front of people. Everyone's beeping in front of us. He, like, first of all, he dropped me off again. Another thing, at another address too. It wasn't at the location. It was at this weird lab place. And when he was stopping to turn into the driveway, we were on the opposite side of the road where the cars were coming towards us, where we could have got hit. And 3 seconds where a car was coming, he's just like, "Oh, my bad." I'm like, "My bad?" Like, I'm like, I don't want to ride with you ever again. I kind of want to blacklist this person. I want to stay away from them. And that was my almost death report of 2017.
I mean, I'm glad you're alive. Otherwise, we'd have, since Nicole's gone, we'd be 2 people less. I mean, that's my priority, I guess.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad that I lost my friend. Oh, I lost a close member that was like very close to me. Not that I lost it, but we would be down a podcast member.
Thank God, the podcast would have been shit this week if it weren't
me
for
and Brandon.
And then he's like, "Well, it wouldn't be that bad."
So again, like I said last podcast, this is going to be my last podcast because these two suck.
just 1 week away from retirement, and we lost him to an Uber driver.
It was
Rip.
Lyft. We don't promote Uber.
We don't.
Oh shoot, yeah.
I'll put it.
Uber can.
Hold on, I'm gonna put a sensor sound every time we say Uber. Like just a bleep.
No, I'm all right with
They're
this.
gonna say something bad though.
Any time in any of these podcasts, if we say Uber, which right there, you're only gonna hear a bleep.
Why would you?
Hey, so,
but I'm pretty sure.
Even
not to be controversial, but
I'm pretty sure if they hear that,
I'm gonna take. And I'm gonna go all the way.
Hold on, okay, but like
that might not work.
Well. The funny thing about this is we're gonna bleep the first, so no one's gonna know what we're bleeping. So it'll be
You'll never
even
know.
better.
It's not gonna make it better. It's gonna make it sound terrible. Like I said some type of slur, but I didn't. And you're gonna make me sound bad.
Okay, we'll say
is a type of slur.
we'll say one. Wow, there's gonna be a lot of bleeps.
Yeah, sorry.
Yo, I got that lift, and then I put it right in the and then when I put it in the it just made it lift everywhere.
Lift will have a flower sound effect behind it.
Fine.
I mean, I don't know what a flower sounds like.
That's a good point. I had heard it in my head. I'm like, ooh, but
It's kind of like
logic.
a flowery scent, but you can't smell through the podcast. Not yet.
Like a wind chime, or a baby's breath.
In all realness, I'm glad you're okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, it's good that you're
It's
still
good to
with
be
us.
alive.
Aside, I just wanted to say it one more
Yeah,
time.
no, if it was them dirty,
Stop!
you know what it does.
I'm not gonna be a part of this podcast anymore. I'm not gonna be a part of it. I want nothing to do with this anymore. You've crossed the line. No.
All right, let's go to my story.
No.
Stop. Okay.
All right, Andre, what you got for us?
All right. So, say what's from what? Oop.
Stop! You're gonna bleep it out more.
Sorry, I couldn't resist. It
Make
was
ride sharing good again.
it was a good. It'll be funny.
Again, this is my last podcast. I'm not doing this shit no more. I'm not about to be.
You said it like the last episode or something. You're still here.
No, I'm mean at this
Okay.
time.
All right. Mine comes with pictures.
Ooh. I can't wait to see these pictures.
Not that one. That one's me in a swimsuit. Okay, so last night, our friend Tomar was over showing me a bunch of cool mics, and he's the guy at the beginning of the podcast. He's a really cool dude.
Thanks, Tommy.
Yeah, and he was showing me a bunch of different mics, and they're all pretty cool. And teaching me how to edit and stuff. So, still learning how those ropes. He was just like, "Hey, there's about like this urn in like the front of your house," and I was like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, there's like an urn or something that you put ashes in or something, and it's in the front of your house." And I was like, "What the hell are you talking about? I don't have an urn in the front of my house." And I was like, so you go into the front yard and walk up to it, and as we were walking over there, he's like, "Just a heads up, it's got like goat sigils on the sides of it." And he's like, "I don't know if it's just a normal goat or if it's like a satanic kind of goat." And then we got there. There's a rope around the top of it with a medallion.
Yes.
And I'm like, okay, this is a fucking like demon vase. Like there was like some spiders in it and some sticks and some cigarettes. I mean, someone was probably putting that up, but it was spooky as shit. And here, I'm gonna send you guys a picture of it. It's a spooky ass thing. It's got like demonic sigils on it and like a demonic little coin thing wrapped around it. There it is.
That is an end of days.
Yeah, and I was just like, well, maybe. Well, Alfred was scared because he's just like, he just kept going, "I don't have anything to do with this." We kept talking about me and Tomar kept talking about like sleep paralysis and like the shadow men seen at the end of your bed and stuff. And Alfred's like, "I don't want to have anything to do with this." And he was just like, "There are gonna be some ghosts and demons up in your house because in front of it. I don't want anything to do with this." And then the next day, today, I was like cleaning my apartment and stuff, and then Alfred comes outside and sees me with the urn.
So I would like to just take a controlling part on this.
All right.
So just to simplify it even more for our audience, there's a demonic omen urn outside of somebody else's house. It was in the front of our neighbor's house with a bunch of demonic.
Well, it was essentially in front of my house. It was like right next to it.
Well, you went next door to ask your neighbor if you could have it. So basically, it got like a goat on it. There's like cobwebs and spiders and shit. There's this fucking medallion on it like it's supposed to be sealed. And I'm like, let's just leave it alone. And we walk inside the house. I walk out today, and this dumbass motherfucker is out here putting water in the urn, cleaning it out, and I'm like, what in the ever-loving fuck are you doing? And you're just like, well, it's mine now. I'm just gonna clean it out. I'm like, you know what?
Well,
I said, this is my boy.
No. you opened the door and just stood in the door. You didn't open the door. You just stood there, and you were like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, he's like,
"No, I screamed, what are you doing?"
Yeah, you said, "What are you doing?" And then I said, "I'm filling this up with water." And he's just like, you're like, he's like, "That's not yours." And I was like, "Yeah, it's mine." And he's like, "No, it's not." And I'm like, "Yeah, this is mine." And he's like, "No, it's not yours." I'm like, "Now it is. Now it's mine."
So basically, so Andre has single-handedly turned into every other white person that's been in every scary movie. It was like, there's this urn outside of my house with a satanic ritual on it and a medallion. Why not just bring it near my house? Let's just do that. And I'm like, if Satan starts crawling at your back again or whatever else, I'm out.
Well, I told him this. If something demonic or spiritual comes, it's attached to the urn. In the morning, I'll just take the urn away, and
you
the
don't
ghost will be gone.
You cleaned it out. You threw the water from the urn on the pavement. They're not leaving. You threw them in the concrete.
Nah. It's a part of the vase. It's a part of the vase because the people who own it had it. And if there is still a demon in it, it's only getting transferred because the vase is being brought to my house. It's a really easy ghost to take care of.
As a part-time, cryptoid and spiritual expert, cryptid and spiritual experts, and Alfred, you have nothing to worry about.
All right,
you have nothing to worry about.
All right, you say that.
What you're going to want to do is fill the vase with soil and try to plant some seeds. And, let's say you plant some sunflowers. Very nice plant.
All right.
And if they start, dying, then maybe you should worry a little bit.
All right. So
if you see them dying, you might start seeing sunflowers everywhere.
All right, Brandon, I'll say this then. I'm going to give that a try. But I swear, if I wake up in the middle of the night and a goblin's just sitting there sucking at my toes, I'm leaving. I'm going.
A goblin with a toe fetish. But then you also wake up trapped in a bunch of dandelions. So you can't get away from him licking your feet.
Goblin is the best case scenario. If this did have a demon, it's going to be stuck on your toes because, well, let's be honest. Flowers take a long time to grow. So you probably have already died in this scenario. But,
not only
your legacy will live on in this podcast.
Not only am I quitting this podcast, I'm moving out tonight. Bags packed.
That's going to be... To go. You said that he threw the water on the pavement?
Yeah.
There's going to be... The concrete's not going to be happy about this.
Now let's read some articles.
I got a goodie.
You want to go first?
Yes.
All right. Shush.
The title of this article is "Oh shit! Chinese burglar caught after pooping on victim's floor."
This podcast is always going to be disgusting.
Let me get into it. A 39-year-old man, his name known as Zhang, was put on trial today for multiple cases of theft and burglary. Beijing Times reports that the man had been an active criminal for the past 4 years, carrying out one robbery and staggering 287 cases of theft. That's intense. That's a lot of burglary.
During a lot of burgling.
Huh?
So it's a lot of burgling.
Yeah, a lot of hamburglaring. During one of those cases, Zhang was breaking into a house when he needed to poop. As he stated at the court, he could not hold it and had not stolen anything. He pooped right on the floor next to the victim's bed. As he was
right next to his bed.
Right.
So he was really bald. But the guy's in the bed, right?
The dude. So the person's just sleeping and he's just there I gotta go, and just poops right next to the nightstand.
Have you ever had a poop that you could hardly control, and you're doing something? You're like, I just gotta get to that toilet so bad. I gotta I gotta lift up that seat and make a good old little dookie, little doo doo, right up in that, right in there.
Lift up the seat if you're walking.
I already went to the description, but because the burglar had not removed his excrement, so he left it there.
Well, yeah. Why would he clean it up?
Well, here's why. Police were able to track him down through his feces DNA.
I guess that's true.
They already had a criminal record, and his DNA information was registered at the Public Security Bureau. The suspect went to Fangshan District, Beijing court today. The charges against him counted a total of 79 pages for dozens of cases of theft. He consistently carried out over the past years.
I'm thinking they're just all right, we got his poop. We know his name, where he was born, where he... We know his family heritage and lineage all the way.
His last 3 meals.
It's just like they get the poop, they put in, they're like, oh my god, it's Jason Bourne.
And they're like, no, it's this other guy.
I love his reasoning for doing all this was...
We just watched a Jason Bourne movie because this has nothing to do. He's like, oh, sorry, I was also... we got a little Jason Bourne's poop mixed in with the burger's poop. Sorry.
Did he eat Jason Bourne?
Wait, it's Matt Damon, right? Who plays?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just like, you don't have Jason Bourne. You just mean you got Matt Damon's poop.
Yeah. But the reason he did all of this, including that, was saying that he was tired of working and that he's used to the money that he stole for food and watching movies at the internet cafe. So I think the moral of the story is, if you're gonna steal and you really gotta go, you could at least use the bathroom or whatever else, or wait till you get outside.
Also, if you're gonna steal and you gotta go, then you gotta go. You gotta get out of that state, possibly the country, maybe the planet.
You have to leave. Just go to Jupiter and shit.
If you can hold it that long.
Could just stuck his ass outside the window and dumped out of there because he goes through it anyways, right?
I mean,
I guess he didn't have. Well, he didn't have any time, right?
No. If you're like robbing somebody, you gotta be hella quiet and sneaky. He can't go to. He doesn't have time to like go to this specific spot, then poop, and then.
Well, then he can't go to their planet. Like the whole point is like no matter what, this guy was gonna poop on the floor. The only way he couldn't have done it is if he's like, I'm gonna do a poop check before I leave the house today.
He could have just. He could have just pooped himself and then left.
That's true too. He could have just pooped his pants.
Took an L and then like still got away with the burglary, but
I mean, he's not gonna be able to do it in the future now.
No, he's in jail.
Yo, poop head. All right,
I got one.
Brandon, you got one.
So, this is an article about a gravely ill boy. He's 7 years old, and he fulfilled his dream of becoming a policeman, and even made an arrest on day with the Met. So the Met, just for those of you who aren't in the know, I guess is the type of police in Belgravia. If you're like me, a normal dumb USA man, you have no idea where that is, and you're just going to accept the article for what it happens to be. So the Met gave Charlie Peebles, which is the cutest little name for the cutest little boy, a uniform.
Poor little.
Yeah, honestly, that name is super cute, but it also could go for like one of those creepy storytellers where it's like, poor fickle Charlie Peebles.
Well, because he's like you said he was like a little weak boy.
He is gravely ill.
What if he was like this little weak boy, but his name's just like Gravel Strongstein
or Gravel Pebble?
That just sounds.
Boulder.
That straight up just sounds like one of those stories. It's like, he used to play in the sandbags alone, Charlie Peebles. He used to make faces in the dirt that no one else would see.
Now he's Dan Boulder.
Strong boy, ready to stop all the crimes. Dan Boulder. Dun, 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 dun.
And then he's gonna be like Brett Mountain.
When he becomes an old man.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm withering away like a mountain.
They call me Mount Everest for a reason.
Nope, can't do that. We made rules against that. Never mind. Holding myself back. I'll just say.
Stop saying.
Oops, you said it.
Stop.
All right. Hey, I did a good job holding myself back from saying something we agreed not to say.
Anyways,
as
of now,
so what else?
He's not
so
Brett Mountain. He's Charlie Peebles. And so, this actually keys me in a lot, and I forgot that I read this. He helped out Buckingham Palace security, so this is in good old England across the pond, which makes sense because I'm reading a UK publication.
A boy?
A boy.
A boy?
Yeah,
a boy helped him. So I was impressed.
Yeah, he's 7 years old. He got a uniform and a whistle from them, and he runs fast and have good tricks to catch burglars. See, his favorite toys are police cars and computer games about the police. Everything about the police this boy is about.
Can he stop the poop burglar?
I would hope he could stop the poop burglar. Yeah. But one of the Met police officers said that Charlie had a future star at the constabulary, adding that he's a very confident young man and he has the Manchester swagger about him. which also means nothing to me because I'm from the USA and I'm very dumb. But yeah, he got a chance to sit in a police helicopter, and he stopped a crime, but it does not talk about the crime. So I would like to think the crime was, like, probably pretty big, right, guys? Like Lupin the Third?
Maybe. I mean, if it was a massive burglary and murder going on, and he's like, there he goes, we gotta get him over there. And it's like, oh, good work, Charlie Peebles. We got him.
I mean, there is a picture, and it says, at the end of the day, Charlie was given a chance to put his skills to use, and he's pointing at a computer screen. I think he hacked him.
Oh my god.
I think he's about to hack us if we speak any more on this.
Oh man.
Does anyone else have any news?
I mean, he might when he gets older, he might just be like, I'm gonna go and ban the boulder.
With that Manchester swagger. Knock me out. We need to start talking about Charlie Peebles.
Yeah.
Charlie, I give you nothing but the highest respect. I'm glad that you had a great day and you got to do your stuff and stop a crime. That's pretty insane for someone who's 7 years old or a child. When I was 7, I shot a slingshot through my neighbor's window and he threw a bucket of KFC at me.
Oh, did you grab that midair Matrix style and start chomping down?
No, because it was all bones, and I'm like, I didn't order KFC boneless. But anyway.
All right.
Andre, do you have a story?
I do. It's
Andre,
really
please have a
funny
story.
and interesting. Nothing really, like, bad happens to them, so if it is uncomfortable, please let me know.
Sure.
All right, what is it?
It skirts the line.
Skirt.
Boogeyman or conspiracy. Women's hair being chopped off across Haryana, NRC. Reports of women hair being chopped off while they were asleep or unconscious have been panicked in villages in Haryana. As far as crime stories go, this seems right for the diaries of the strange and bizarre. Over the last few days, many women in the village of Delhi, sorry if I
another place
it,
we do not know about,
have complained of their hair being chopped off while they were either sleeping or unconscious. More than 15 such incidents were reported. You know the place. Police said panicked villagers suspect black magic, resorting to superstition to safeguard themselves, such as hanging chilies and lemons to ward off the evil spirits. Rumors, ghost stories, and suspicions of witchcraft are being banded, while women have been advised to tie their hair while traveling. And then it says, here's a round of the incidents we reported. 2 cases of hair chopping were reported as at the Sector 5 police station on July 29th. Asha Devai, 24, who lives near the railway line in... Guys, I'm really bad.
I want to know about these ghosts.
It was reported, and Ketty reported that she was going to the washroom at 9:30 p.m. when she was stopped by a woman wearing black clothes. Investigating officer Sub-Inspector Naveen Yadav said, on the same day, Sunita Devai, a resident of Ashok Vihar, Phase 3 area, and man, these are some like interesting, like techie kind of Phase 3 area. In Garagon, complained to the police that a strange-looking man in his 60s attacked her while she was alone in her house, and she soon lost consciousness. When she woke up, her braid had been chopped off, but the house was not ransacked, and she was fine. So yeah, there's a boogeyman kind of guy just going around chopping people's hair off.
Why do we have to call him the boogeyman? Because last time I connected, boogeyman didn't steal people's hair. Boogeyman scared people. Boogeyman ain't chopping off nobody's hair.
So are these hairs that are being chopped being taken as well?
He's like that lady's hair wasn't there with her.
Oh, okay, because I was just expecting this is going to be the next, like, big YouTube prank compilation.
This sounds like the beginning of all.
Took the hair.
It's just a prank, bro.
Pranked you, bro.
Pranked you, bro. I got your braids.
Woohoo!
I feel like this is the beginning of it. Like,
Boogeyman
it's
out.
Like someone's, like, just a scary movie. Just, you've heard of Bloody Mary, now get ready for Harry Mary.
Okay, it gets a little creepier in this other one, though. On Monday morning, 30-year-old Santra, who lives in a rented house in Devela Nagar, Sector 9, another interesting place, in Gurgaon, allegedly that she heard some noises coming from the near main gate. She claimed that she spotted a black cat, which took the shape of a woman carrying scissors, who cut her hair. My wife tried to shout out for help, but she could not raise her voice. It was only after the women disappeared that she shouted, "I woke up." She was shivering, and I was shocked to see her chopped braids. Said, Parkish. It wasn't a dream, apparently, and she thought she saw a cat woman. The victim's husband. Neighbors later claimed that the woman could have been lying, and don't believe her, but her hair is missing. So
it's like her hair got chopped off in the middle of the night. So
there's also 15 other cases. Like, why wouldn't she, like, even if she thinks it's a dream, why would she be lying about it? Unless, I don't know, and may have chopped off her own hair while blaming it on the supernatural forces.
Also, real quick, I don't want to say that you can't just call them because if I know majority people, and I mean everyone, someone values their hair in one shape, way, or form, and for 50 people to get their hair cut off and to be like, they're just making it up and just doing that, that's a lot. That's being extra to, like, the Supreme. And, like...
I have an objection for you.
Alright?
Yes.
Think about it.
Alright.
If it was a cat who turned into a woman, couldn't it be extrapolated that it would turn into a cat right after?
And that's why I think that they're thinking that she's crazy for that. Basically. And, like...
I feel bad because there's been a lot of legitimate instances, and then they're just treating this woman like, she's lying, and trying to use this as an excuse. And it's like, what makes that different than the other ones? Like, there was another one that's saying someone thought it was a lady too, and then someone else says it's a man, unless it's just some weird shapeshifter cryptid that's just turned into a 60-year-old man, and then turned into a cat lady, and then back into a cat, and then one day she's gonna be the Geico lizard cutting hair. I don't know.
Who's this boogie?
So what you're saying is
chopping hair. That's what I want to know.
The woman of my dreams is somewhere else in Sector 9, maybe Sector 5,
Sector 100. I don't know how many sectors exist in this place.
Oh man,
is this an article from the future?
If you're out there, or sorry, I mean, you can change it to anything. It's wrong for me to gender you with the wife of my dreams. You can be whatever you
the
need
lover
to be.
Of your dreams.
The lover of your dreams.
The lover of my dreams. The Geico lizard. Wow.
That's what gets your rocks off, huh?
Well, that's just one of them.
It's just like, wow.
Can you just imagine a little green lizard?
I'd ask you, but we'd
standing
probably,
there going.
I'd ask you, but we'd probably.
You can save money. Oh, that's already enough.
Just, I love the way your eyes look.
Oof.
Scales.
Oof.
Good insurance policies.
Yeah, pretty much my fetish is about to quote
I was about to quote Gex, but that's a different lizard.
Oh my god.
Yeah, don't be insensitive.
Don't talk.
Sorry, I'm lizard blind. I don't know.
Gex is a homeless fuckhead, and he needs to get out.
He's got a little suit. He's fine. He's
Gex
very
is
wealthy.
bad.
Gex is wealthy.
You can defend Gex all you fucking want to.
I mean, both these lizards are wealthy. Like, I feel like is this just like a common thing with lizards that they're very wealthy?
Maybe.
You might be right.
Part of the 1%.
Also,
those scoundrels.
I have another story.
All right.
Sausage wielding gang attacks a vegan cafe.
Say that again.
Okay.
Sausage wielding gang attacks a vegan cafe.
So, like, sausages for knives and swords?
Yes.
How would they keep
the
them on?
owners of the vegan cafe in the country of Georgia say a group of neo-Nazis apparently started throwing grilled meat at patrons. It happened over a weekend at the Kiwi Cafe. The cafe was holding an English language movie screening when a group came in and started violence. And they were just apparently just throwing grilled meat, sausage, and fish and started eating them and throwing them at customers.
Wow.
And
it sounds like a PETA thing more than it does a Nazi thing.
Yeah, like neo-Nazis seem a little out of their element.
Here's the thing. The reason that I picked this article is because I saw that word, but this just... It's so out of the blue and has nothing to do with anything. And it was just like they grilled meat. They pulled out grilled meat sausages through them. When the owners tried to get them to leave, a fight started and spilled into the street. The cafe owners say neighbors who are not happy with a vegan establishment being located there joined in the fight. So, not only did they cause a ruckus, but apparently neighbors who are like, I'm sick of this broccoli cabbage shit. They got into a fight for no reason. And over vegetables, over a vegan cafe. Why get into a fight because something healthy exists? I don't understand. The attackers left before police arrived, although the cafe owners say some of the workers were brought to the police after interrogation.
So that seems crazy that, like, so neo-Nazis, they already, like, have enough on their plate, I think. Like, they already hate a bunch of stuff, and now they're going after vegans?
I'm going to be completely honest. I'm just in shock that other people joined. Like, this wasn't even about, like, the neo-Nazis, like, anymore. You know, they're being shitty.
Right, just everyone else just going, like...
everyone else being like, for no reason, apparently, man, I'm sick of this vegan restaurant. I'm sick of this vegan shit. I want to fight.
I mean, let's be honest here, like, I as a vegetarian get a little bit of shit sometimes, and I'm not... People always forget I'm one, because I don't ever talk about it.
I actually forgot
like,
you were. And I've known you for 9 years.
Yeah, Andre's only
forever. Even a bit.
And
like,
it's just
I legitimately forgot.
People forget left and right, and it's like,
no, like a year ago,
something.
A year ago, I offered you like a pepperoni pizza.
It's true. It's true. I was there. I said no, thank you.
I shoved it down your throat.
But like,
near the shits for a week.
For a week, yeah, I was in hospice. But yeah, like, people, I'll just mention like a portobello like burger, and they'll be like, no, thank you, I'll have my beef, please. And I'm like, okay, I was talking about myself. Like, I don't care what you order right now. I was looking at the menu for me.
Right. It's just, I don't see how we're gonna show them. We're gonna walk into this restaurant and throw sausage, ham, and beef, and all sorts of assortments of meat, and then we're gonna fight.
Take that.
It's like, wow. That still doesn't change the fact that they're still want to eat healthy and be vegan. Congratulations for being a dumbass. Let's give them a round of applause. Congratulations.
All right, I got a quick one.
All right.
And then we should go into some one of our finishers, because we're getting there. 12-year-old drives 800 miles across Australia before police stop him.
All right.
Nice.
He gotta go.
There's nothing like the open road. A 12-year-old boy attempting to drive across Australia by himself drove more than 800 miles before the police arrested him. Authorities from Broken Hill Highway Patrol stopped the boy around 11 a.m. on Saturday. The New South Wales Police Force said in a statement, checks revealed the driver to be a 12-year-old boy traveling from Kendall, NSW on his way to Perth, police said. The boy was pulled over when the highway patrol officer noticed the vehicle bumper dragging across the ground, so I guess he hit some rough roads.
Ooh, he must have.
Officers from Broken Hill Highway Patrol stopped the motor vehicle and the barrier highway due to the defects, which made the vehicle hazardous, police said. So they only caught him by mistake. They didn't even know for like the longest time. I guess that's how he made it across the whole damn country.
Yeah, right.
The boy was arrested and taken to the Broken Hill police station. Of course, this is the first time a child has been decided to take a road trip. Last year, 2 determined preschoolers in Washington state took their keys of their parents' SUV with hopes of visiting their grandma, only to crash into another car. This article does not talk about if those kids were okay, so it's a really really weird place to end the article.
It's a little ominous. I can throw in this. I heard that one time. I can't remember. It was not like necessarily like the parents were neglectful, but like these 2 kids were hungry, and life's hard being an adult, so the adult was busy. And so the little boy was like, hey, come on, I played GTA. I can do this. And so he drove the car to McDonald's through the drive-thru. And, like, only then the attendants were like, hey, you're a kid. Do you want to, like, stop? We'll give you the food. And he's like, oh, it sounds good to me. Mm-hmm. And so he parked, and then, like, they called the cops, and they were like, they seem like it's fine, but children shouldn't be driving. And the cops were like, well, let me check. Oh, shit, they shouldn't be driving. And they rushed on over that. Yeah, they were okay, too.
I mean, kids are simple. I mean, this kid wants to see his grandma. They don't talk about what that kid wanted. It doesn't say anything about, like, I want to go on a road trip, or, like, I want to get out of here. Like, was he going to... I'm looking at the map, and it shows he literally drove from, like, the furthest point of Australia to the other furthest point of Australia, like, horizontally across. And...
Maybe
he got to from one city directly to another city.
Wait.
So he hit point to point, and all I can think is that they didn't stop him. Was he just going to go to the ocean? Because that's where it looked like he was heading next.
I know what was up.
What?
So there was an article last week about sea bugs that were like off the Australian coast. And I think they have like an anticoagulant, so like the person was bleeding real bad. And like in the interviews, everyone was like, "Oh yeah, sea bugs." And so me being me from Michigan, I had no idea sea bugs exist, and I was terrified. So this 8-year-old boy, he turns on the news and he goes, "Wait, sea bugs? I gotta get out of here!" And he starts driving. He just starts driving. But you're right, he would have just reached the water. He kind of just
if I
played himself.
saw even the simplest spider the size of my chest, which is in Australia, I think I would drive 800 miles to get out of there too.
Yeah, Andre showed us that video of that Australian man trying to flush that toilet.
That
spider
giant
in
spider
it.
that was trying to, and it ran down his toilet, and it outran the flush. Like, and that video was like, the video was almost like 5 minutes long, and the spider still outran the whole thing.
The spider
never died.
I today went to a urinal, and I saw a little spider in it. I said, different urinal. And that was a tiny little spider.
See, the thing is, Andre showed us that video, and I said, I'm never gonna poop again. Like, I'm gonna be like the poop burglar. I'm just gonna poop on Andre's bed now because he decided to show me that fucking spider video.
I love that you both were like, "No, don't show me."
Just no, you didn't want to see that.
I still made you. Well, actually, I sent it to you. You chose to look at it.
You made me one.
I didn't make you. I didn't pull it over to your thing and make you.
You were like, "Hey, yo, watch this." And you started playing it, and I looked over. And I was like, "Oh God."
Yeah, and you could have looked away.
His 8 legs. Get out.
Same. My 8 legs.
All right. Well, yeah, I think we're
gonna try something new.
Could do some dummy dunkers.
Oh no.
Okay, why not? Let's try something new. So here I have a listicle from BuzzFeed, everyone's least favorite thing. I'm gonna try to make it
listicles and BuzzFeed.
Yeah, sorry BuzzFeed. I like you, but
I only like that.
I get why people don't like.
I only like you because one of my friends works there.
I'm like Buzz off, am I right? Yeah.
Oh, that's a good point. I have a friend who works there too. So this listicle is 13 things humans used to believe about sex that I'm sorry I made you read. And, okay, first of all, BuzzFeed, you don't have to apologize to me. I clicked the link. You didn't make me do anything. Unless. No, that's crazy. That's crazy. But I'm not going to read the entire thing. I'll just choose my top 3. So, here's one. Erections were caused by flatulence. So, some Roman physician, Galen, thought that erections were caused by wind inflating the penis. So, consequently, any food that made you gassy were considered aphrodisiacs.
Huh.
But it's blood.
Give me that plate of beans.
well,
yeah, you know that now, but, like...
Maybe sometimes you just gotta have good old...
I'm gonna blow on your wing.
Like a balloon.
It's a literal blowjob, not a.
Right. Oh my god!
Can you imagine like a wife making a man like because this is then I'm not saying this the gender stereotypes should be done now. Just speaking in ancient Greek,
or that you had it happen to you,
or that I've had it happen to me, which I haven't. Please. Cryptid, come to me. If you could look like the car fox when I open up my door, that'd be great. That would be great. But yeah, like, you know, like they're getting really gassy from that meal, just like getting a little roused. Because, like, wouldn't you?
I mean,
you'd be like, oh, it's sex time. I know what those parts mean. It was like, what was there 4 of them? Oh, let's do it.
I mean, if I was conditioned to that was being normal, yes.
But
now, no. If you fart during sex,
but now, no.
If you fart during sex, I'd be like, But if
I can't even go for a run when I'm like gassy.
Let's calm down. Wait a minute. It's not really during like you're farting during that. It's what gets your like the feeling of that gets you your arousal. Basically,
that's true.
No.
You're not gonna.
If you fart yourself, you're gonna be like, oh boy, I got a little erection.
Andre, the whole point is like if you have gas, you get the erection, and then if you let it out, then you lose it. You don't have it anymore.
I don't want either. I want to control
right,
it.
so
I want to control it. I don't want my farts to control it. Also, that's the shortest fucking erection. You're like, oh, it's gone.
Right?
It came and went.
Thinking happened.
Literally, both.
What's the second
I'm
thing on
done
this
within
list?
seconds. What?
Oh, the second thing on this list is my 3 favorites. Throwing an egg at your wife was a way to wish her a good childbirth. Yeah.
That's literally beating an egg.
Oh my God.
Yeah, this is a tradition practiced by Jewish people in Morocco to express the hope of easy childbirth.
I'm gonna chuck an egg at my wife so she can have an easy childbirth.
Chuck it right at her, and I can only assume velocity meant an easier childbirth.
Continue.
So you're walking to that. I mean, like, there's just little tiny blurbs underneath these. I'm just extrapolating, but you're walking to your farmer that morning, going, "I think she's pregnant," and he just gives you a grin. You come back with 5 of those babies. Hey,
Patrice.
Bam!
It's
bam,
just like,
bam!
just like another local day at the MLB baseball game. It turns out one of the people playing baseball, their wife is pregnant, so they're gonna take this egg and as fast as they can with their arm, chuck it at them.
They're like, in good faith, and because everybody on the team loves her as well, they're all good sports. They're all gonna chuck eggs at his pregnant wife to show their support. And if you also want to join in, we've left eggs under your seat.
We call it the eggy chuck.
She's gonna, with all these eggs, she's gonna have the smoothest birth. And then they go to the hospital, and the doctor's like, "What the fuck happened to your baby?"
Like, so your baby's fine, but you've been bruised by like more than a dozen.
A lot of egg-shaped bruises.
Okay, what's number 3?
What's number 3?
Yeah.
Okay, here's number 3. If you want to keep your man, add some menstrual blood to his food.
Okay, hold on. So one is you
Yes.
beat your egg, or you beat your egg.
Beat your egg. No, that's it.
Beat your eggs, yes.
You throw an egg at your wife. The other one's like for the women, they all put menstrual blood in their man's.
Oh God!
What was it?
No.
Coffee.
No.
In their food.
So
this isn't. I mean, this isn't the same
it's
location.
like equal opportunity. Like
Yeah.
Equal opportunity. One is you're throwing an egg at someone. The other one is blood in my.
but like no
eggs.
one's left out of their own ritual. Both get to abuse the other.
Sure.
Okay, but one is. Oh God. Next one, please. Next one.
Yeah, go.
No, it was just 3.
I thought it was
okay.
13.
But I will add that apparently some men avoided red foods like pasta because of this milk.
I mean, I've heard that one many times before. Some were just revenge, but
sure. So do you think if you go in for a job interview and you stick a little bit of your blood in the coffee mug, that you might get hired?
wait, this
Asking for a friend.
This was to help them for luck.
This is supposed to help them keep their man.
If that's the case, then here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to Taco Bell. I'm gonna eat a bunch of burritos.
man.
I'm gonna get gassy. I'm gonna get a big boner. I'm gonna go to like whatever studio and I'm gonna throw an egg at the nearest person, so that way I get lucky enough so I can get a job.
No, throwing an egg at someone gets that person an easy childbirth.
Exactly, and I'll be like, "You're welcome," and then they'll thank me, and then job opportunity after job.
There it is.
Unless
you find the production coordinator.
Unless she didn't want the baby, then.
But what if she did?
Well, I guess it doesn't speed up the pregnancy; it just gives them a smooth birth.
The baby could be the project. You can find the production coordinator, throw an egg at him. They go, "What the heck? Get out of here!"
This. That's not on the list. I know women eat placenta apparently for protein, so it's to help.
Oh, I've heard that.
It's gross. You go put it in a little muggy. Number 1, placenta. Drink it down. Gulp, 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 gulp. Oh, honey, you got a little goopy goop on your lips. Let me give you a kiss.
This sucks.
I know for a fact.
Hey, no, stop. This sucks. This whole thing blows. This fucking.
Well, I'll end it before some dummy dunkers on this note. I know for a fact that when me and Flo from Progressive have a baby,
Flo, and
I'm gonna fry that placenta on the Walmart parking lot.
No.
Flo's not even in the commercials anymore. You can definitely.
No, I want the one that can change into anything.
So you'll tell your changeling wife to be like, change into Flo.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got time for one dummy dunker.
All right, it's time for the dummy dunkers. All right.
I like that.
So I got some pretty interesting ones
Maybe I shouldn't
today. Are you guys ready for your dummy dunk?
Badonkadonk.
Ready and waiting.
Headline 1. Or headline 2. I'm just kidding. No. The first headline is: recently discovered there is a hotter pepper that is apparently hotter than the ghost pepper and the Carolina Reaper pepper found in Brazil by the name of the Calicenta pepper, which is over 3.7 million Scoville units.
Okay, stop, world, planet, stop making hot peppers.
No, I mean, well, if it's found, hear me out. If it's,
but it was just found. No one knew how far. The Earth just was like, you guys had the ghost pepper long enough. I'm gonna fucking crank it up to lava.
Or mysterious woman dressed like Michael Jackson seen dancing in Newburgh and several Walmart parking lots.
Say that second one again. I was too busy thinking about a fucking deadly pepper.
Mysterious woman dressed like Michael Jackson seen dancing in Newburgh and several Walmart parking lots.
So, lady dressed as Michael Jackson dancing around in parking lots, and the other one, they found a new hot pepper.
Yes.
I don't want the pepper one to be real. I don't like the fact that the Earth hates people. I mean, as rightfully it should, with us dumping a lot of plastic and pollution.
They both have their elements, which is why I like this one a lot. Because, man, if you find something hotter than a ghost pepper or the Carolina Reaper, and it's 3.7 million Scoville units, you can't even eat that.
You'll be turned into a skull.
Your tongue would, you would not be able to eat anymore, I'm pretty sure. That's how hot. That's like, hey, I'm at this volcano. I could just lick this lava real quick,
All right, time for us to guess.
All right. Andre, which one do you think is true? Which one do you think is false?
I'm going to say paper. I'm going to say pepper.
All right, the pepper's true. Why?
I don't know. We said it was Brazil, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, in South America, and any place that's jungle-based locations, you always find a new animal or a new disease. I mean, that's everywhere, but you find all kinds of new shit all over the world. And it's amazing. It's beautiful, and I can easily see the world going, here's new. I'm gonna cut that part out. A new. Okay, now you're laughing. I'm gonna leave it in. I can believe that we could discover a new pepper. I could believe by the time I'm 50, it's gonna be hey, this is another new pepper. It's called the sun.
It's called the Calicenta pepper.
It's called the sun, and you eat it and you just disappear. You don't poof into dust. You just disappear.
All right. Why do you think the other one's false?
It just seems too real, too believable. I mean, it's weird to say.
They're both believable.
They are, but discovering things that are new sometimes are rare than someone dancing around. In our first episode, we talked about some dude in a. So that's every episode. We saw a dude in a full body jumpsuit dodging cars. So this isn't that much different.
Yeah. Okay. Brandon, what do you think? Which one is true? Which one is false?
In an unprecedented, unbelievable turn of events, I'm going to have to go and not break the bank. I'm going to have to go with the flow.
Okay. Well,
I think the pepper's real.
Okay. Why do you think the pepper's real?
Well,
I'm shocked.
Let's face it. Here's the things we know. I'm shocked too. I believe that all news articles are going to be talking about it tomorrow. Hashtags on Twitter.
I'm so
idiot.
I'm so tempted to Google.
Stops being a contrarian. So here's what I'm thinking. Brazil, close to the border, close to the equator. Jesus Christ.
Right between Mexico and the United States.
Down a country?
It's called Mexico too.
Mexico.
The sequel.
Yeah.
The squeakle.
Stop.
The squeakle.
Right.
Then why is that one...
Sure, yeah. Close to the equator. It's hotter near the equator. Maybe 100 peppers grow there.
Okay.
Here's what I know about the person dancing in the parking lot. Right.
Why is it false?
It's too hot. And there's too many snakes. And why did I say it's too hot? The other one has the equator.
This is in Newburgh. This isn't in the same place.
That doesn't mean people are going to be dumping snakes in other parking lots.
Fair. Yeah, it could be.
All right, so
they got caught there. They have to go to a different state.
Not a different Walmart, a different state.
Yeah, but at that Walmart.
So you both say hot pepper?
Mm-hmm.
You both say hot peppers.
All right. Well, it turns out that with a whopping result, the actual true title was...
Pepper.
Pickle. Mysterious woman dressed like Michael Jackson seen dancing in Newburgh Walmart parking lots.
I mean, no, but yet.
Dang it.
No, but yes, I don't want to die at a new hot pepper. I'm fine with
Yeah, that's fair.
You guys, you're gonna like someone's gonna come to your door with this new pepper. Like you have to fucking eat this.
I
no.
love peppers though, and I love the chandler stuff. And I've had a ghost pepper, and I almost died. But if you brought the sun pepper in, and I would eat it and then disappear.
So check this out: mysterious woman dressed like Michael Jackson seen dancing in Newburgh. Have you seen this Michael Jackson impersonator that has been spotted dancing in the public in the Hudson Valley?
Is that a picture of Michael Jackson, or is that a picture of the dance?
That's a picture of the... That is not Michael Jackson!
I can't see. There's just shadow.
Recently, a video posted on social media shows someone dressed as the king of pop showing off their moves like Jackson in the parking lot on North Plank Road in Newburgh.
Let Brandon
the
see
video
them.
Shared 800 times in the video. A young child wonders what this person is doing. A woman replies, "I don't know, dressed like Michael Jackson." The woman adds, "This is what happens in Newburgh."
Send it to Brandon. Let him see this.
Let's Brandon see it.
There's a
decree from on high.
There's a video.
There's a video.
Hold on. There is a video of this person dancing.
I gotta watch this.
That I will send right now.
I gotta watch this.
All right, let's see it.
As long as it only plays through my headphones. Oh, they got like face.
Nice.
Oh, that's a pear-shaped Michael Jackson. I'm not trying to.
Look at them go. They're killing it. And you guys can check out the videos because it will be in the link in the description below. But that's true. It seems that both of you...
Wait, what description? You want the audience to look at the link in the description below?
So listen.
Yeah, and, also just click our merch link in the description below.
Like, comment, subscribe.
So...
Like, comment, subscribe, and thanks for watching this week.
So here's
this person's having so much happiness right now.
Had to be dunked. Carolina Reaper pepper is actually the hottest pepper like in the world right now. That's it. There's no other California Central pepper.
I was a little suspicious when the level of hot was in the millions.
Well, I mean, okay, hear me out though. The Carolina Reaper pepper is in the millions. It's in 3 million. It's not 3.7.
Okay.
It's a very, very, very extremely hot pepper.
I'm sorry, I'm still watching this person dance. And...
No, that's okay. I'm thinking about being assassinated by a really hot pepper.
I mean,
a real pepper is that hot? Like, someone's gonna go, "Hey, want to do the hot pepper challenge because this is the future and you're noteworthy." And I'm like, "All right." And then it's that one, and I die.
You would just have to drink a lot of milk all the time.
This person is just like trotting and shaking their hand back and forth, and that's the only Michael Jackson move they know. I mean, I'm happy that they're enjoying themselves. Like, I really am.
Yeah.
Andre's like, I expected more.
I expected them to go, hey, and just spin and lean forward at the 90 degrees, and then come back up. I mean, I know he had special shoes or whatever, but still, I still want to believe that it's real. All right, well, that's gonna have to do it for today's episode. Again, I wish we could have our little buddy Schnickies around, but next time, I swear to God, I will force her to be here.
Yes. Hoist her by her petard.
I will take the demon urn and take it to her
and
house.
I will break it and shatter it. We'd like to give thanks to Josh Tomar for our intro. You can find him at Tomamoto on Twitter. He's an amazing voice actor. You can go check him out. We would also like to thank Macross8299 for letting us use their song 8299 AM and Agashima Island. You can also check out these songs on Bandcamp, SoundCloud, and other sites. Follow them at Macross8299 on Twitter for more info. They'll also be on the Sailor Team 2017 Asia Tour starting August 31st in Seoul, Korea.
So that's going to do it. You guys have a beautiful and great day. For us, it's night.
I'm your big pepper boy, Alfred Coleman.
You're not so impressive Michael Jackson dancing.
I'm Brandon. I ran out of AA batteries and have to hit the market later, Babcock.
And thank you for joining us.
Yeah, bye. Bye. Bye.
Nicole.
Uh-huh.
I think you know the word to say. And you say it in a major way. Once you get down to the core and figure out that Dan Harmon likes what he likes. Give me a V. Give me an O. Give me an R. Give me an E. He likes what? Vore. Hey. Don't be mad cause he wants some more. That boy is fucking cause he wants some more. He wants to be swallowed up, licked by the tongue. Swallowed up, then back off to his mouth. He wants some more. In his rib. Want some more. I can't not fucking kill cause Dan Harmon ain't Rick and Morty. But he just wants some more on all that shit. He wants macking, stacking, and some more. Because that boy, all he really wants is some goddamn. Wants what?
I gotta know what Andrew's fucking neighbors think.
He just wants some more in his mouth. Hey, he wants some more up in his mouth. Hey, he just wants some more up in his mouth. Cause he wants to swallow a bitch all in his mouth. He just wants some more in his real like that. He just wants some more in real like that. He just wants some more in his like that. He just wants some more some people. He just wants some more some people. Justin Roland, he just went missing. Where did he go? We're wondering, he's missing. I wanna know more. Oh, Justin Roiland got Dan Harmon into Vore.
Oh, that's the lore.
Know the lore about this Vore. Hey, know the lore about this Vore. Hey, know the lore about that Vore. Hey, know the lore about that Vore. Hey, know the lore about that Vore. Hey, did you need to know? Oh, you need to know. Need to know about Dan Harmon and his goddamn Vore. You not to go into the story about that Vore story. You can tell it story, but you can't really deny that. Can't really supply that. Get that in your belly? Can you get that in your mouth? Can you get that in your mouth? Can you get that in your mouth? Oh yes, you can. Get it in your motherfucking mouth. Cause guess what? It's Vore.
Good fucking lord.
You mean good fucking Vord?
Good fucking Vord. Praise be to our Vord above.